Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly check-in video. At this point in the course, you should be working on Unit 4, which covers chapters 9, 10, and 11, and interesting set of material there too. And a reminder that your literature review paper is going to be due next Tuesday there on the 21st, so just be working on that there, and I've already mentioned this before in some previous videos there, but make sure that you take a look at the instructions there that you'll find under that APA Literature Review module there. In the modules area on Canvas, you'll find there's an embedded Word file, which is instructions, and there's a checklist attached to that too. So make sure that you review the instructions there. You'll find details on what you should and shouldn't have in your paper. And also, you'll find some detail about your title page, your abstract page, and the actual literature review itself. There's links there to that online writing lab, which is at OWL, as it's called, the OWL, and they give you samples of the title, abstract, and an actual completed literature review paper too, which I really recommend that you take a look at there. It's really helpful to always have a sample to work from there. And so your paper needs to be, as you'll find in the instructions there, the paper must be 4 pages minimum length there. That's 4 full pages. And on top of that, you're going to have your title page, your abstract page, and your page of references too. So 7 altogether, but 4 pages of the actual review itself. So just kind of keep that in mind there as you're working through your paper, and do examine that checklist I have with the instructions, because it's really full of some do's and some don'ts for your paper, and you should take a look at that beforehand so you don't end up having a lot of don'ts in your paper, so you don't have to go back and rewrite it there to avoid losing points. So take a look at it from the beginning so you're good to go as far as your content and the structure of your paper there. Make sure you incorporate the feedback that I gave you from the first part of the paper. A number of you had issues with your references, so I told you exactly what you had to clean up with those references, so make sure that you do that there so you don't end up losing points. And also make sure in the instructions there in that literature review module towards the bottom, you'll see a little section there on plagiarization. So of course, don't do it. Don't plagiarize your paper. It will be submitted to that Turnitin platform, so I will be able to detect that. So please be careful about paraphrasing your work properly there. There's a section there again on the bottom of the instructions for the paper in the module there, and I give you a sample of plagiarism there. And so it's kind of a table that I've put in there, and it shows you here's the original text passage from the source, and then they give you some samples of plagiarized material from that source, and then they show you how to properly paraphrase that material as well. So take a look at that. Again, it's always good to have a sample there when it comes to your paper. The best thing to do with your sources that you're using as your references and citations there is take a look at the source, put it away, and then try to write what you can remember down in your own words. That's the easiest way to paraphrase. If you keep going back and looking at the original source, it's just too tempting. You're going to end up basically copying what the source said, and it's going to end up being plagiarized. So just be careful to avoid doing it like that, because I don't want to see you do that, because of course you'll lose some points, and if your plagiarization is severe enough, that ends up counting as an academic infraction. You know, it's academic dishonesty, and you can get in trouble for that. So, and I do have to report that. So please be careful to avoid doing that, and you shouldn't have any problems there. And once you're done with this Unit 4 here, and your exam's going to be on Friday there, the 24th, I believe. Let's just check here real quick. Yeah, the 23rd, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So on the 23rd, it'll be opening day for your exam there. Then you're going to go ahead and start your last section of material, chapters 12, 13, and 14, which you're going to find, especially chapters 13 and 14, they're shorter chapters there compared to some of the other ones there. So we'll kind of breeze through those, but that's the last part of the course. So you're more than halfway done. So keep up the good work with what you're doing there. Again, most of you are doing a great job on your discussion posts there, so make sure that you do answer all the questions that are posed there in the post, so don't leave anything out there so you can get the full 10 points. Otherwise, you're doing a great job, and it's only 2 more weeks, then we're done, so it's almost over already, right? So I think I warned you, it goes pretty fast. So keep up the good work. I'll see you next time, and take care till then.